We're now 12 days away from Election Day, and we want to introduce you to our 13 WMAZ political experts who will be on hand during our coverage. Charles Bullock is a longtime professor of political science at the University of Georgia. Bullock just passed his 50-year mark with the university in 2018. Charles Richardson is a retired editorial page editor from the Macon Telegraph and is now the artist in residence at Middle Georgia State University. He's lived in Macon for almost 40 years now. Cliff Wilkinson is a political science professor at Georgia College in Milledgeville. He's been at the school for more than 20 years. Ahead of the election, we sat down with our panel to discuss what to expect on election night. Kayla Solomon with our voter access team shares when our experts think we'll get final results.
This week, counties in central Georgia began processing absentee ballots. Volunteers are working to take the ballots out of the mailing envelopes to prep them for the next step in the process, which is scanning. With millions of absentee ballots in Georgia alone, political experts Charles Bullock, Charles Richardson, and Cliff Wilkinson all agree there's a good chance we will not have official results on election night.
It was like in 2000 where it took weeks before we knew what was going to happen in Florida. But there have been other contests, other election years where we didn't know immediately. Like back in 1960, they didn't call that for Kennedy until about noon the next day, so it would not be surprising.
I don't think we'll know exactly until the middle of November. You know, it's the counting the absentee ballots is a complicated process. You have a Democrat and a Republican there as the envelopes are opened. Hopefully, many states like Georgia will have already processed whether the signatures are correct and that kind of thing.
Many of those elections, superintendents and workers will not start counting until election day. It can not only take a long time to count, but if they don't start until election day and they are overloaded with the number of mail-in ballots and absentee ballots, it's simply going to take a long time.
We also asked Bullock, Richardson, and Wilkinson their thoughts on how important the 2020 election is and if there's a chance Georgia could be switching from a red to blue state soon. We'll have their answers to these questions leading up to November 3rd. Reporting in Macon, Kayla Solomon, 13 WMAZ News.